What's going on, everyone? This is Slackerman with another diecast model review. Today we're looking at the Franklin Mint 1 in 100 F-14 Tomcat. I'm a big fan of the F-14 Tomcat. Obviously, most of my diecast models are of the F-14 or F-15 or F-35. Those are the big three that I like to collect. I've wanted one from Franklin Mint for a while now, the 1 in 100 scale Tomcat. The biggest negative for me, though, in getting one, or what held me back from getting a Tomcat in the 1 in 100 scale, is that none of them offered working sweep wings, which really irritates me. That's why I love the 1 in 144 scale Century wings that I have, the 1 in 144 scale Witty wings, F-14D that I have, and the Air Force One Smithsonian Series 1 in 144 scale, because all three of those have working sweep wings. So this is the one big negative right off the bat. I don't like that they didn't include functional sweeping wings. But other than that, I think this is a pretty good model. The level of detail, after getting it in hand, looks a lot better than in pictures that you see. So I found this on eBay from a local seller. So I was actually able to drive over and just pick it up rather than them having to ship it. So I got this for $30 used, which is in pretty good condition. I just need to wipe it down. So let's take a look. As far as packaging, I don't have the packaging, but they come in those glass window boxes. So obviously I don't have that. Comes with a nice stand. It says F-14 Tomcat. You have a clear kind of neck portion, which is nice, and that's it. As far as the model itself, again, I think it's pretty well done for the level of detail. It kind of loses some detail in certain areas, but the cockpit they did spend some time on and put a lot of detail into, so I like the black paint here. This is the Jolly Rogers. You have the captain and the RIO, the Radar Intercept Officer. You can see the two seats in there. I like that the cannon is actually kind of bulging out, which is more accurate. Some of the models you'll see it's just a little slit there, so I like that they actually sculpted that detail for the cannon. This is real clean too. All the striping and the decals for the Jolly Roger. You can see the little Navy star there, rescue, all those small decals, and then the numbering is really clean too, which I like. I like the gray, and then you can kind of see the lines for the white underside, so that's very cool. The top of the model is nicely detailed. Doesn't have as much panel lining as some of the 1 in 144 scale that I've mentioned have. Those are more detailed than this. It does have the kind of, I forget what these actually are, but these black marks above the air intake, so that looks good. You have the decals there and the numbering. This numbering is kind of chipping off a little bit, but that's okay, no big deal. The underside here, or towards the thrusters, you have the black with the red line, so that looks real nice too. The vertical stabilizers, you have the Jolly Roger image, which looks really nice and clean there with the black and yellow. The thrusters look very cool. I like how they're nice and open, and they've detailed a little bit inside. You have the big arrestor hook, which they've included as well, and then the kind of the fins on the back, VF84. You have some information there, Navy, that all looks real nice. The other complaint I have is I wish that they gave you a green plastic lens here for where the heads-up display is. All the Tomcats have this section right here that's green, so that's another kind of negative for me for this model. On the underside, they did sculpt in some armament, which is nice. So you get the standard loadout, the Sidewinder, the Sparrow, and then you get two Phoenix missiles, as well as your external fuel tanks. The underside kind of loses its detail. It's just kind of a flat metal, so nothing special there. So more of the detail is on the top side, which kind of makes sense, obviously. You're not going to see the bottom. Right here you have USS Nimitz, some more intake decals by the big air intakes there. I love the look of the F-14 from head-on. I think it's a very cool looking jet, but again, it is a big negative for me that you cannot sweep the wings, because that's one of my favorite things about the Tomcat is the variable geometry wings, or the sweep wings. I love, articulating the wings on my F-14 models, my smaller ones. So that's kind of a letdown that they didn't give you that option. So overall, it's a very cool model for the price, and I definitely recommend it. So thanks a lot for watching.